Hello class, today we're going to talk about offshoring and labor conditions and how they connect to business sustainability. First, what is offshoring? According to Business Dictionary, offshoring is the moving of various operations of a company to another country for reasons such as lower labor costs or more favorable economic conditions in another country. This basically means that a company can decide that it's too expensive to operate their business in their home country and move to a more economically feasible location where labor and supplies are cheap and affordable. This business decision can be great for a company as it can help to quickly cut spending and either increase profits or reallocate spending on investments such as marketing initiatives and research and development. However, it is incredibly important for a company to take offshoring their business practices seriously and uphold the same labor condition standards as they would in their home business's country. This is when serious consideration of a company's triple bottom line comes into play. A business's concern for profits is the largest reason for a company to choose to offshore some of their non-core competencies like manufacturing, information technology, and customer support. These areas can be offshored easily due to the lowering of trade and investment barriers as well as increased efficiency in communication and transportation capabilities. Although profits are the driving force in offshoring, businesses must consider how they are going to use the extra money they save through cutting their labor and production costs to ensure that the people and the planet are taken care of as well. Companies who choose to offshore need to take into consideration the impact that their businesses abroad will have on the environment. For example, companies that manufacture abroad need to be aware of the effect transporting goods back home will have on the environment. Another issue surrounding offshoring revolves around companies choosing to set up their offshore needs in an area that is underdeveloped. The sudden increase in business activity and development in the area can cause an incredibly rapid economic development that leads to severe air, water, and waste pollution of an area. This sudden increase in business activity in an underdeveloped area can also create capacity issues linked to roads and airports, making transporting goods increasingly difficult. The people aspect of the triple bottom line is one that is most concerned with labor conditions and sustainability. As mentioned in our textbook, the sustainable organization will be a community employer whenever possible. However, offshoring goes directly against this. Hiring within a community provides a social benefit by increasing the number of residents in a community, which increases spending, housing, improves infrastructure, and overall creates growth in the community. When a company chooses to offshore, they are creating negative long-term impacts on the home country and show a lack of concern for sustainability of the people and the community. However, offshoring does provide these effects on sustainability for a community in a developing area, but only if the business treats its new employees with the same respect and concern for labor conditions as they would in their home country. There are numerous examples of scandals revolving around the mistreatment of offshored workers by large household-named companies, including Nike, Samsung, Walmart, Joe Fresh, and Apple. One of the largest and most recent disasters in offshoring labor conditions was in Bangladesh, when a Joe Fresh factory collapsed and killed 377 people. Police had ordered an evacuation of the factory a day prior due to extremely inhumane working conditions and visible evidence of the factory being run down. However, the owner of the factory told the workers to continue with work as usual and ultimately caused the deaths to occur. Nike had a similar, more catastrophic disaster happen at one of their factories in Pana Plaza, where the factory collapsed and killed more than 1,100 people in the suburb of Dhaka. Walmart was exposed for using child labor at two of their factories in Bangladesh. The children were between the ages of 10 and 14 and working for less than $50 a month. And finally, one of the world's largest companies, Apple, has also been caught not adhering to proper labor conditions. Nearly 140 workers in China were injured from using a poisonous chemical to clean iPhone screens. All of these scandals and mistreatment of employees lead to a decrease in sustainability for a company's profits, their workers, and the environment. Negative press around the poor treatment of foreign workers has, in all cases, led to a decrease in profitability and brand valuation for the companies. However, all of these companies have bounced back to try and rebuild from the scandals. Nike has now become a leader in the world of positive labor conditions after admitting to their faults and actively trying to remain transparent in their production strategies.
created using Powtoon.